Hello, my name is Mike, and I just kind of want to talk about diabetes and the essentials of it, like what do you need to know about diabetes. There are three different levels of diabetes: type 1, type 2. Type 1 is probably the most severe, and you do need some insulin shots. You can take some medicine for that. Type 2, you can get shots, but typically the prevention is medicine. And 3 is usually during pregnancy, and when they're pregnant, they actually become diabetic. And the remedies for that is based on the doctor, whether it could be shots or medicine. And what typically happens is after the child is born, the diabetes deceases. For type 1, it's a little bit more stricter regiment. You need to do some sort of AccuCheck morning, afternoon, and night. And it's, about 7 times a day, 5 days a week. And type 2, usually it's kind of situational. You can do it every day. Maybe it's just once a week. It depends on the doctor's orders. So when you do that AccuCheck, you want to make sure that your sugar levels are between 80 and 130. Anything above that, it's terrible. Anything below that is terrible. So you must kind of fit into that range of 80 to 130. And some types of ways to kind of control your diabetes is take the medication regularly, eat healthy, and I'll start explaining what kind of diet consists of when you have diabetes. And typically in one meal you want to have about 50 to 60 grams of carbs, and that is consistent throughout the day, 3 meals a day. And carbs is what makes your sugar levels spike, and how your body breaks it down. The carbs become sugar, and it goes into the bloodstream. And when you do an AccuCheck, that results in the high insulin levels. And typically what carbs consist of, it can be rice, pasta, potatoes, bread, any sort of that. Oysters, crackers, beans, legumes, corn. There's just a lot of things that go on with carbs. And what consists in carbs is the natural sugar. So in one serving, you should have meat, vegetables, and the meat choices could be steak, chicken, fish, depends. So on your plate it should be meat, fruit, vegetables, and then carbs. And your body needs carbs to function properly. And you need to keep in mind of kind of having like a smaller size for your carbs. Vegetables have no carbs. And you kind of want to follow the measurements with fruit and vegetables, depending on what your doctor orders. And I'm trying to think if fruit does have carbs. Yes, it actually does. And the reason being is because it has that natural sugar, just like I had mentioned before. And with fruit and vegetables, you want to have about 15 grams per serving for the fruit and vegetables, and then the carbs can be anywhere from 50 to 60 grams. And you really need to make sure and follow that. And you can also have a log to make sure that you're staying on course. And a doctor will ask you to do an AccuCheck before you eat, just to see what the sugar levels are. Document that. And then after you eat, wait about 2 hours before you AccuCheck. And the reason being is that what tends to happen is right after you eat, your sugar levels do spike, and so after 2 hours later, it kind of has a little bit of an equilibrium. It balances out. And just kind of what I said before, exercise, eat right, take your medication, and really try to control your carbs. Otherwise, your insulin levels can spike. So just like I said, keep it under control and stay healthy.